it's right over on the bar. You're gonna have to put your name on it. So I'm not psychic. I don't know what's gonna happen. We're gonna get started with the acts in about 6 minutes. The bar is there, the bathrooms are down the hall. A really nice place to vape is that little alley. I don't know, whatever you're doing tonight. I also wanna say if you need your phone charged or anything like that, I'm not your girl, because I never have my own shit together. Again, the sign-up sheet is right over on the bar. Feel free to put any gigs that you have coming up, any social media, even any email, I don't care. Me and Steve were just talking, it's all about connection, so do that. And yeah, we'll get started in about 5 minutes. Thank you.
Who owns who and why not me? My country's an active fascist overreach, but at least she keeps tells me guitar music is selling again. It's selling with the kids. They say the darkest hour is just before dawn, but that was just a song. That was just a song. My country, 'tis the sweet land of liberty. For the I sing. My country, 'tis the sweet land of liberty. For the I sing. Liquidate your assets, give me a break. It's gonna take a while. Stay off the main street. You should probably buy a gun, if only 'cause everyone else had. We made our beds, we made our bed, and now sleep in it. Dressed in the uniform of the verbose at the end of the world, so it goes. Left your own devices, introducing don'ts. Left behind your houseboat on the side of the road. Maybe if you stream the song enough times on your phone, it'll pay for a drone that'll take care of all of this. Hypnagogic Republicans, shit-case landlord. Short-form video content, optimized for playlists. Algorithms build futures, don't lose the rights to your masters. But hey, what do I know? I'll believe in anything. Wall Street got occupied, Coney got 2012. What do we have to show for it? Cops are killing moms in their cars, 'cause you wanted to say retard. I know it's obvious, I know it's the obvious thing to say. It's not gonna change anyone's mind, but you know, if they're gonna round us all up tomorrow, I just want you to know that I hate you. I hate you, 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 I hate you. I despise you and everything you stand for. columns and yellow papers. They won't even get you near the door. And I know. It's hard to take, but your endless polemics, they doing nobody no good. Take a break, read a book, get a hobby.
Hello, friends. We're gonna get started. If you guys cheer, we'll get started. Do you guys wanna get started? Yeah. Welcome to the Openest Mic. Just a couple guidelines as we begin to share with each other. You can cuss as much as you need to. You can say whatever you want. If you have like some gross, hate-filled heart that you want to put on display in front of your community, you can. Like, that's fine. Like, you can literally say whatever you want here in the best way possible. This is not a safe space. You guys might hear some horrible, stupid bullshit tonight. And we're all adults. And you're going to be fine. And we're all going to pull through. And you're going to think about it, hopefully. Because I think when you listen to somebody's story, even if you don't agree with it, you're a little bit beholden to that point of view in a way. You maybe have to like find a little bit of like respect or empathy or grace a little. So that's more what I would prefer it if you guys did. So I'm just asking for you to like bring your highest self, no big deal. And keep your sets to like a respectful amount of time. Because it's like a smaller crowd of performers, a respectful amount of time could be like 6 or 7 minutes. It could be like 3 songs. If you're very good or if you're very funny or like, you know, if there's a reason that you should continue and you have something to say, please feel free to do so. You're allowed to react to things as you hear them. You're allowed to clap. You're allowed to dance. You're allowed to boo. You're allowed to stomp your feet. And I'm going to do a brief little palate cleanser so you guys can like learn how to listen to poetry. I woke up again, and God killed my mother. He didn't mourn her, but that risen sun kissed my face before I was even out of bed the day God killed my mother. We didn't know she was dead yet, couldn't smell it on her. I was sick myself. When God killed my mother, he did it while my throat was sore. Couldn't make arguments to grant reprieve. My mother was tired of the fighting, and she trusted her assassin. God killed my mother, though her faith was strong, because her faith was strong. Winged choir needs every note, and God knew that she could sing. My mother sang for a God who would just as soon kill her as heal her. A God who watched her fat body make every wheelchair transfer and did not let her stumble, just let her think that she would fall every single time. Shoulders bracing against the pain it only took feeling once to know. God killed my mother, then told me I could have her back if I took him too. Sistine fingers, familiar in their reach, put the flowers on her coffin and just bury it all, I guess. Heathen heart still beats unbidden. He'll never find me if I just don't pray. Thanks, guys. All right. First up to this Openest Mic is somebody who is like a genuinely good hang. He's a good rapper, he's a good person, he's a really lucky cat dad. Guys, give it up for Prozac. I'm just not gonna bother. Here you go. Here you go.
Hello. I am Prozac, and I'm just gonna get started if you wanna, with Z. Bookers book me, let me deploy all over the map. Precise with the blicky, professional pro. Easy when you prosy. It's called squad goals. Losing a match of golf to lows. Influenced by Dusty. Don't care what you say. The motherfuckers got me. The motherfuckers got me. Love my myself, love my bros, my so old, our generation, gotta make ourselves everything we wanna be, living top shelf, cause we wanna be ahead. Too many of us so lost, bruh, knew this early, pros like a soldier, this real OG hip-hop rap to that beat I know I'd be a part of. Catches that thought like 07 Ramirez. Goes with the flow like we outsmarting the Rothschild. Serious to serious, ooh, but they knew, but we don't. Flip it around, I'm activating the full blown indigo challenge, bruh. Who the fuck is you? Biting the style, cause I believe in it, I bite the style. And no one told me what to do, I beat every trial. I'm slide with it, I own this, I do what I say I'm gonna do. Prozac, fuck with me, you need it, it's all mental, we never lose. Spliffs on me, smoke it, yeah. So that's the first one. Thank you. So I have been working on a new project by the name of Undeniable. You can catch the single, the only single from it, is already posted, and it's also called Undeniable. So basically where that name came from is when I first started practicing to perform on stage in 2022. I said to the person I was with, I was like, I just want to be at a point where we're undeniable with talent and charisma, even if we're not their style, you know what I mean? So my goal with this album was to not release it until I feel that is that through and through, because I feel like I'm finally ready for that. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, we can do the next one. Last taught, we don't stop, we stomp. Who beat us into the mud, poison their blood, they egregious. I'm attacking their village like I'm Beetle with the Tommy gun. Hardened cause they after ya, attacking us, hacking us. It's invisible to ya, but the torture is there, it's real. Believe my spiel, it's not safe here, for real. Look, this my deal, black Mercedes with black wheels. Hate me, paid for in blood, saying what I want, don't gotta prove shit, I already done that. Watch my highlight reel, I'll kill him, just never kneel. Never low, chasing riches in the field, Prozac's real. Some to fuck with, some to lean on, fast and slow, I'm fucking gone. Elevate time, you see me lifting your consciousness. Get with this, family supplying packages. None of us scratched in the gunfight, bullets flying, killed the coon and the rest of the crew, so his family can sit right. Able to prove I ain't the energy of Dwight Schrute. I'ma see through you and I'm due. A long fucking time ago, amongst the false, my vision must be told. I'ma crush a pack, shed a light and high vibes to my pack. I'ma blow the smoke, my soul old. Knows I got bros, sending out the codes. Knows I got ghosts, helping me with flows. Gotta find the guinea straight from Sicily. Need the real sauce, send the message, it's taken care of. We fight for those last taught, we don't stop, we stomp. Who beat us into the mud, poison their blood, they egregious. I'm attacking their village like I'm Beetle with a Tommy gun. Hardened cause they after ya, attacking us. It's invisible to ya, but the torture is there. It's real, for real, this my deal. Old school black Mercedes, I love my city. Boston, paid for in blood, saying what I want. Don't gotta prove shit, watch my highlight reel. I'll kill him, never kneel. Boston. So that's what I got for you guys today. I appreciate your time. I hope you guys appreciate your own time more. Just love and light. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you, Prozac. Guys, give it up for Prozac. Yeah, that was sick as fuck. It's really cool when artists talk about the fact that like you do have to develop, like it is a lot of practice. A lot of this is like not glamorous. A lot of it is like really tedious and boring and repetitive, and it's like working out in a way that I feel like people don't always realize, respect, or like feel like, I don't know, like the awe for that art comes from it instead of just muscles. Anyway, love and light as well, Prozac. Jesus Christ. Anyway, another insanely positive and kind person is coming up to the Openest Mic. Stephen Bissell. Give it up for Stephen.
And now for something completely different. How do you...
Oh, it doesn't.
Huh?
It doesn't fit in there.
Oh, okay. Well, first I want to make an announcement. If I can get to the right damn page. Okay. On September 11th, from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Hunchback Gallery in Worcester, there's going to be some poets are going to get together and do, in association with Worcester Artists Group, their exhibition called Brainwash. We're going to read in what is an exhibition asking people to grasp with propaganda, power, media manipulation, censorship, and resistance to collaborate on a poetry open mic night on September 11th from 6 to 9. So y'all come. And to that end, I'll read a couple of poems. This one is called Who Is She? And because women will be have to be our leaders, our saviors. Thank you very much. Who is she for Deb? Is that her mid-ocean trunkless, or there upon the dais? As children, we spoke in tongues, then learned to be entertained. Although she could cross-dress, he wore the pants. She could as well undress for his audience, but that's old school. This is now. And she molts, ascending the staircase. Her song is strong as her renewed numbers, sweet as clams on summer's beach. Her harmonies are sharp as prairie winds, liquid as Polynesian vowels. She the medium, she the message, she then and she now, she the verse, she the rhyme, she the word, and she the thing. In this epic, diagnosis is AI, fantasy and attribute. She in the moonlight protects her children. Owing to nothing, to all, Steve has opportunity to understand her. He has been attempting this since day one. He finds it difficult to laugh and cry simultaneously. And this is a poem that I'd hoped to retire, but it still speaks. It's called Ice Dam. I queue up to add a bouquet to those accruing on Portland Avenue in Minneapolis, memorializing the life and so very public death of Renee Nicole Macklin Good. But all I feel, all I hear is a paradox of dissonant laughter, Doppler laughter, crashing in cacophonous waves with no particular pattern, brazen, taunting laughter like that of the bandit Tajamaru in Akira Kurosawa's Rashomon. Laughter louder than the heavy, unremitting rain that vies with the senses and obscures events both inside and outside the temple gate. Laughter that mocks my efforts and bars me from my metaphors. Laughter that barks and squawks as I walk my block, seeking direction, searching for my breath. Springing out from behind trees and hedges, Taj shamelessly struts and darts, shunts back and forth from downright scary to tomfoolery and back again, like that of a cat's toying bemusement with mouse or vole, snagged and scruffed, soon enough dropped, then swatted too hard, ending the game. The prey, limp, neck snapped, belly opened, and eviscerated. But Taj Amaru has his own agenda. He travels in different circles, dons other guises as he pleases, takes no for an answer, sorts only his wants, says his power is limited only by his own mortality, his own mind. And what of us who know and know the old pronouns, who wear them all freely, democratically, who play endless games of hardscrabble to a bitter end, who too often hurt the ones we love, who donate our health care to politicians and billionaires? Do we run, hide, strike, or defend? Do we rise or merely descend into automated obeisance before we're even prompted? Are we the fucking bitch who turns the wheel before saying, turn the page? Before saying, that's fine, dude, I'm not mad at you, thus displaying the insolence of the gnome's out-of-control domestic terrorist with too many plush toys in her glove box. Should we now crowd the line of ceremony, model our citizenry with white and gold accents, trade bank statements preserved in oil, or, like Taj Amaru, wander in from the shadows, clear the board, roll the dice, countermove, then head out on the highway? Do we now hike off trail, then slide back in to blend into the mend, to avoid the scar that forces the tear that drips from the wound, that starts at the sound, that stops the fun, that erupts from the gun, that jars the car, that floats across the moat, that's made of Greenland's melting damn ice?
Second act is not a record of tears for me, but it's pretty close, guys. Give it up for Steve. And if you haven't thought about this, you should. Like, laws are only laws for as much as they're agreed upon, and your obedience to them. And when they make shit like this illegal, like, we're all fucked. And like, it's not like some like insane paranoid thing anymore. And again, just like, connection is really important. Oh, that was great. I really want to have the text of that. That was really good. Sorry. My issue with hosting open mics sometimes with the poetry is that, like, I don't know, it's like when like popcorn gets stuck in the back of your teeth, but it's like for your brain and your soul. Actually, speaking of, Michael McAfee, come on up. Guys, give it up for Michael.
Evening, everybody. A little stuck on writing new poetry, so I'm going to do a couple of older ones. This one's called Interface. The system to perceive is now running, behind the scenes, waiting, allowing me to sense where I am, what's being done to me, and what I'm about to do. It is the preparation that allows for action, while continually aware of the obligatory limits imposed by the subculture in which I exist. I know how lofty my ambitions can rise, and how vulgar my appetites. Well, how else will I know I'm ready to start, if not through these perceptions? Because it's not through any measurable criterion that I'll know I've succeeded, but by whether I experience fear, pain, shock, wrath, illness, sadness, and eventually sheer, utter joy in every cavern of my body. This is an expectation built up through years of experience, ready at a moment's notice to activate, not from a conscious action, but when the time is right. When the time is right. Thank you. Okay, this one I just sort of pulled out and I looked at the title and I went, yeah, this is probably good for this week. It's been a week, hasn't it? I mean, I don't know how many of you lost not someone close to you, but someone you respected this week. I mean, everyone lost Dolly Parton. Everyone lost Tim Curry. If you're into American animation, you lost the voice actor of Optimus Prime from the Transformers. If you ever get a chance to see the interview he did about how he chose to do that voice, I recommend it. It's more compassionate than you would have thought possible to be done for something aimed at kids. And if you were, I'm not into modern Japanese pop art, but friends of mine who are mourning the loss of an artist this week. And so I figured I might as well do this one. It's called Grief's Circle. So, grief is tired out by Brother Fear. Make no mistake, they are grateful because fear has kept them going now for months. But Fear's decided he should take a break and rest in case he's needed later on. There's lots of time for grief to lead the scene. So grief walks in a circle, round and round, a circle whose diameter is a body's length and whose circumference is the thickness of 2 human feet, all covered in ash. When the circle has been paced enough, grief lies down and stretches out in the center. Grief does not cry. Instead, grief dreams of tears and lets them build, but keeps them all inside. The wind is kicking up like there's a storm, but no sound penetrates the circle's rim. So, grief turns all emotions into flesh, which insulates the heart from feeling bad. And every now and then, grief crawls on all fours right up to the circle's edge to ask, how is it out there? And if the answer is, it's okay, then grief will nod a while and resume their dreaming. But if somebody says, I need help, then suddenly the tears erupt and the flesh melts, the circle washed away by lacrimae, and cousin love appears, finally, embraces grief at last, and says, after all, it's good to see you again. And grief can open up and welcome love. The two can then go and do what's needed to be done. Thank you.
Wow. Sick ass poem. Like, you know, it sucks. Guys, I can't stress enough, I don't have a formal education. So sometimes I just hear shit I like and I'm like, that was a very good poem. Also, like this isn't planned, but even I'm probably gonna cry, it's fine. But I didn't plan this, but as an event planner, that was a really good segue. So my friend died last week. He went by Tasteless Jack. And I'm realizing on stage right now that the last time I saw him was here, introducing him for Love Fest. He was an awesome guy, nicest dude in Worcester, fucking solid musician, had the best taste in music. And I went to a grief thing for him like the night after he died, and person after person was like, I don't know if he knew, but I don't know if I told him, but. So right now, while I have you guys here in emotional thrall, real quick, we're gonna take like 5 minutes before we do one more act and then our feature. And you guys are just gonna go up to your friends or a stranger and just say the thing you haven't said yet to somebody. It can be, I like your shoes. It can be, I'm glad you're here. It can be, let's hug. Just anything, just something that otherwise you're gonna go home and be like, oh my God, I wish I told them I liked. Here's your fucking 5 minutes, starting now. Not kidding. right, friends. As we come back together as a group, I'm going to start talking about how much I love Tyler and how great of a collaborator. Yeah, as you hear it, just give a little clap for Tyler, for Canvas, for Derek. There's going to be a huge event going on like across the street tomorrow at 2 p.m. So if you like this kind of energy of like community and kind people doing fun things, just saying, it's the whole weekend of it in Fitchburg. Next up on this Openest Mic is literally low-key one of the most talented poets in the area. No book yet, I feel like, no book yet, so you guys are lucky. Sue Mitchell, come on up to the mic. Guys, give it up for Sue!
I like that you can walk around with this. I'm not ready, so hold on. It's coming. I just have, you have 7,000 pictures. Okay, so I wrote this in my yard just thinking about my grandma who's passed. She passed in 2020, but I wrote this about her. The title is called Sprung Spring Sprite. It's very short. These are the days when your laughter comes shooting up from the earth. Here you are, dusty and darling, pushing past the worms in the yard. Here I am, I say. That's it. And then I wrote this like 1 year ago, and I just was thinking about it like recently, and I was like thinking, you have those things in your phone that just get like lost forever. So this is one of those. It's called What Is For You Is For You. I often offer almost toasted, tiny, one more shot left to older ladies at concerts. Then I say, shh. They will think that was cool that they felt I could. Only after thoughts and confirmations he at last took off. Try to listen, love not a word, but a practice. I think about myself. I try to listen to the tiny inner voice, but it shrinks when the tricks are topped. Pinned against these thighs, they change. Copper stays on kettles, keep trying to unlearn my name. You're the one with the answer, but when she leaves a message, you see wavelengths of sound in the AI transcription. Her voice breaks. She confesses ultimate heartache in herself. Then you really have to listen. That's it. Thanks.
Oh, that's so nice. What was it? Dusty and Sue, what was it? Dusty and Darling is such a good grandma. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I lied when I said it was going to be one more than the feature. It's going to be two more because that one was short, and Saturn's going to go on at like a little bit closer to 7 because I wrote that, and I like to be honest. Next up on the Openest Mic is probably one of the most dapper human beings to ever exist. Kevin Scott Hall, please. I need you on this mic. Guys, give it up for Kevin.
Oh, okay. Hi there, great to be here. I've been here many open mics, and I've tried everything. I've done some stand-up comedy. I've shared my writing, and what else have I done? Comedy, writing. You stripped that one time. Oh, that stripper, yeah. But first here, I couldn't think of much I want to do this week, but I did want to make a very important announcement. How many of you want theater in Fitchburg? Woo! Fitchburg's coming back. Let's have some theater. So we have some theater coming. This is a show that I created, and I did it in Ashburnham for the 4th of July. It's called America at 250 Plus, because our history goes on. And it's a compilation of letters, poems, speeches from 1776 up until now, put into a 2-hour show, and it includes some music as well. I'm making this announcement. I can give you a flyer later if you want to come. It plays at the end of September and early October for 6 performances. We had auditions. Sarah was there. But hey, guys, where are the guys? I need some guys to be in this play. 2 good men, and preferably one of color, because you don't want me doing Malcolm X. I'm just saying so. All right, so if you have friends or if you want to participate, a lot of good speakers in here already, let me know and I'll see if I can get you into the cast for this. And the great thing about it, it's a staged reading, so you don't have to be worried about memorizing long speeches and things like that. And that's that. So Michael mentioned earlier about people we've lost this week and all of that, and with Dolly Parton, you didn't have to be a lover of country music to love her. She just was an angel for everybody, and there are very few people in the world that were beloved by all. So I didn't know what I was going to do tonight. It's been a very busy week for me trying to pull this stage thing together. But I'm going to sing one of her most famous songs, and I think she'll forgive me. I've changed the words around a little bit so that she can be honored. If you could stay, you'd continue to light our way. But you've gone, we'll move on. But we'll think of you every step of the way. And we will always love you. We'll always love you, my angel, you. Many sweet memories, that is all I'm taking with me. So goodbye, I won't cry, but we thank you on bended knee. And we will always love you. We will always love you. So thank you for being kind and giving us things to dream of. You brought such joy and happiness. But above all this, you gave us your love, and we will always love you. We will always love you. Yes, we will always love you. Our angel, you will always love you. Thank you.
That was so nice. Yeah, Dolly's Dress was weird because I really liked her just for being kind of skanky. And then I saw 9 to 5 and I was like 16 and I was like, oh, she's one of us. Like she was poor when she grew up. Anyway, yeah, that was beautiful. That was so much fun. So next up is our feature poet. And it's another thing that I love about this mic, where like, I don't have to charge you guys money for tickets, so I don't have to cooperate with anybody about who we platform. We can just platform people that kick ass. We can just platform somebody who's unpublished and who's like, you know, been writing maybe their whole life casually and just needs that like time. So Satyrn and I have been talking for a little bit because they were a really, really early supporter of a mug that I put out. And I love somebody that actually shows up, shows out, and like, you know, buys a little knickknack, shows that support in that way. And every time we talked, it was like, oh, authenticity. Everything of theirs I read, it was like, oh, authenticity. So I'm fucking delighted to present you with our feature poet, Satyrn Byrne. Guys, give it up.
Thank you for being here. If you would chair grab one. I'm good, thank you.
Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna try to not speed through reading this because I tend to read really fast when I get nervous. But I went through, what? Okay, I went through like a really weird, awful breakup last summer, and like some of the poems I'm gonna read are gonna be like kind of about that. Some of them I've already read here before, but I kind of wanted to talk about how like dating is like actually trash right now, like so bad. And I wanted to like talk about like kind of the arc I've gone on, because I've like talked to like a few people throughout the year, pretty much every time been told some form of like, I'm not really looking for a relationship actually, and I'm like, cool, love that. Every time like met like on a dating app or they sought me out. So some of these are poems that I've, written to them because I'm filled with yearning, and I write poems when I really like you. So they're poems I've written to people that they've just never really gotten to hear. Poems about my ex, kind of just poems about dating and how it's trash. So first one is just like how cute I can be. It's a poem I wrote my ex like when we were like in love. It's called Moonbeam, and I wrote it on 1/18/2022. The light from your eyes weaves the brightest pattern across my night sky. Spoken words leave a path of fire in their wake as they gently caress my skin. Warmth, like the molten core of the earth, erupts within my very soul at your slightest touch. I feel as though I am floating in a tub of honeyed comfort when with you, as though nothing can be wrong and any wrong can be so easily righted. Constellations alight the sky we share. Starlight and moonbeams forever destined to shine. Thanks, y'all. And then this next one is like just how messed up the breakup was. It's one I have read here before, but I feel like it's still relevant to the story, to the arc. I wrote this on 2/26/2026, and it's called MAGA Piece of Shit. You say you aren't like that. You come home disgusted and distraught. Your dad made a joke you didn't like. What if we called ICE on them? You tell me it's hard to know that he thought that was funny, that it changed how you saw him. I'm not Hispanic or Latina, but I look like I might be, and really it doesn't matter whether I am or am not. I look different. I'm brown, I'm alternative, I'm queer, I'm femme-presenting. I'm everything they hate and everything that they seek to eradicate. I feel a fear I must suppress just to leave my house each day. They are taking people from their homes who look like me. People are disappearing at traffic stops. I carry my birth certificate to trick my mind into a sense of safety, as though a piece of paper wouldn't matter once they decide that they are taking the brown girl. You knew this. You knew the most intimate parts of me. You knew my fear. You knew my bravery, or perhaps stupidity, at pushing past that fear each day. I don't imply that you are MAGA out of anger. I don't ask if you understand the full gravity of what you did to me in hopes to prove your racism. But truly, only someone MAGA would cause harm to their brown partner than try to flip the blame in Trump's America for fear of repercussions to themselves. Only someone truly sick would say that they feared being punished for their own actions, and so they lied and said that their actions were yours. Your white privilege is showing, and you don't even have the decency to be embarrassed by it. Imagine lying to authorities about an assault you committed, physical harm you caused. Imagine doing it because you're afraid of being punished for your actions. Imagine your family showing up, threatening your ex's life at their workplace. Imagine refusing to pay your ex for keeping your belongings for months and having the audacity to tell her that you feel that you owe her nothing. Imagine stalking her for months, then mailing her unhinged letters when she finally blocks you on everything. Imagine being offered kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. If only you can apologize and explain your actions. If only you can make this not racist, make it less personal. Imagine forcing someone through months of court bullshit only to get yelled at by the judge repeatedly because your lies don't add up and you're wasting everyone's time here. Imagine being so offended at being called MAGA that you can't see what a MAGA piece of shit you truly are. You were given the opportunity to take your medications again as prescribed. You were given the opportunity to apologize, to admit to wrongdoing, to needing to work on some things. You made an active choice to act like Kanye instead, going not see when unmedicated. It must be a common theme around here. And perhaps someday you'll get medicated again and be truly ashamed of your own actions. Or perhaps not. I won't know. I feel pity at the life you will lead. I feel disappointment because you could be so much more, but you won't be. But I don't miss you anymore. It was always you, and it was always me. And at least I am no longer begging to be us. All right, so this next one is inspired by a song by Stabbing Westward, and it's my favorite breakup song, right? And it used to like make me like very upsetty because I was like, wow, such a sad breakup song, and now I'm like, damn, never experienced a love like that. So anyway, this is kind of about that. It's called I Remember, and I wrote it on 3/25/26. My favorite breakup song used to make me cry. There was a time that I couldn't listen to it, and then I met you, and suddenly I could. Years go by, and suddenly I find myself crying again to the very same song, singing the words under my breath and wishing that we could try again. Healing is a funny thing, though, unexpected and abrupt at times. It's been a few months, and my favorite breakup song doesn't make me cry anymore, though I do feel a sort of sadness when it plays. You wouldn't recognize the girl you said that you would one day marry because you never said that. You told me you would never marry me. You wouldn't recall making plans for the future, and neither would I. You said you didn't picture a future with me. I dreamed of a future with you once, had plans for a wedding dress, your tux, a location, but I long ago abandoned those dreams. I remember desperately wishing to feel alive, to feel treasured, valued, loved, appreciated, to feel like who I was exactly perfectly enough. I wish our love transcended space and time. I long for a love like that, but it wasn't meant to be with you. I still remember so much, and it makes me sick to think I was satisfied with so little. This next one is my I need to write it out and be frustrated by this response when he posted some really wild shit on like Snapchat, and everyone hit me up with the picture and was like, what is this? So instead of responding, I wrote a poem about it. It's called Best for You, and I wrote it on 4/18/26. You've always wanted what's best for you. First and foremost, it's always been top of your list. You never understood the concept of working as a team. I'd explain that we're a unit, and still, you first. You finished your degree while living rent-free on my dime. And when the tables turned, you shamed me instead of offering the same help. When I quit the part-time job I had that was treating me terribly, my friends expressed joy, and you caused a fight. You got into multiple car accidents, and your cars, and my car. I repaired my own car, the damage you caused. You went through 3 cars in the 5 years we were together, and I'm still saving up to fix mine. The unit never made sense to you. You would handle your own car. Except you couldn't even handle paying your car insurance without oversight. It's always been about you, your comfort, your goals being met. When it came to me, achievements I dreamed of, goals I had, you went radio silent. When I asked for help, I was shamed. When I needed help, it wasn't offered. I'm not surprised you wish the best for you. You've only ever wanted the best for you, because fuck me, right? Now we're on to the arc of I've moved on and tried dating, and this is how fuck dating has been. 3/3/26, cute metalhead. I can't help but feel silly, a silly sense of hope, silly for having that same sense. This could be a dead end for me, or perhaps merely a bump for us, a temporary detour on the adventure. I want to go back to those first 2 weeks together, before you started avoiding me, before you started missing her. But that isn't how time works, and we can't go back, only forward, and I can only stay along for the ride, and hope that you stay on it beside me. I can't predict a future, but you made me feel safe. I put my trust in the certainty that good things continue to come my way. I never thought I'd meet someone like you. Wasn't even looking, and truthfully, that's part of my frustration, my impatience. I didn't want to like you like this, but I knew I would. From the moment we met, I knew you'd be problematic. I even nicknamed you Cute Metalhead, and got excited when you come in. Another guy too cute for me. Too cute to be single for certain. So imagine my disbelief when you asked to talk outside of this place. I remember my face felt like flames, and I was certain I'd be waiting for days to hear from you. So imagine my surprise to see a friend request shortly after. I really like you, and I really want to see what being your girl would be like. I liked when you were possessive, grabbed my waist, called me yours. A slip up perhaps, but you set my blood pounding. I worry we won't hang out again until you figured this out. I hope it doesn't take all of March, though I'd wait. I've spent so long being so patient. I felt like I got a taste of a future I now desperately want to explore. I feel as though I am vibrating with anticipation for a future I may not ever have with you. But I hold out hope, silly as it feels. I cling to that sense of hope. It'd be really neato to call you mine, to be yours, to experience us. And it even feels like it might be possible. That's it for that one. This next one's just a little guy. It's called, Hey Baby, Here's That Poem You Wanted, Part 1. And it's called, it was written on 3/16/26. I want to write for you. Sweet nothings to make your heart race. As you, the very thought of you, makes mine thunder. I can't organize my thoughts, but you make me want to write for you. That's it for that one. And then 6/14/26, theory free. I wore 4 hair ties once upon a time, 2 on each wrist, 2 red, your favorite color, 2 black for neutrality, 4 to keep things even. I went dairy-free, started eating salads, helped you move, and made accommodations for a life that you'd never intended to begin with me. It's so simple to be straightforward, to bail out, to express disinterest. Perhaps not easy, but certainly simple. Merely words spoken by one who always had so much to say. My only closure being the knowledge that you chose someone else, or speaking to someone else, that it'll never be me, and that it was always her. How fucked to be denied in favor of her, in favor of your ex. How humiliating, how hurtful. I wasn't seeking you when we met, and I certainly wasn't seeking rejection. The giver in my soul can't help itself, and taking back a gift is strange behavior. But man, get out of my grandpa's jacket if you won't even act like a friend to me. It's pretty strange behavior to keep wearing it while having nothing to do with me, but I suppose you've proven that you don't particularly care what I think. This next one was 5:31 and 26, and it's called Yearning is Kind of Whack, not gonna lie. Security feels warm and cozy. You, your words, reassuring, like a soft, snuggly blanket, or your arms wrapped around me, my head on your chest. I long to touch you, to wrap my arms around your neck, gaze into your eyes, mesmerized, yearning to know the touch of your lips. I worry I may break the glass, shatter some illusion I don't quite perceive, but soon I'll throw caution to the wind. And that's it for that one. This next one was 6/27/26, and it's called Caution Feral. Someday I'll read it to you, that first poem I ever wrote with you in mind. At least, I tell myself I will. I like to think I'm pretty shameless, but if that were true, I'd have read it to you by now. My cheeks get hot at the very thought. Your innocence is sweet, your shyness quite endearing. I simply worry, I wait for nothing. Would it truly be for nothing, though? I don't think what we have is nothing. I have so much fun on adventures with you, and if all we ever have is this, sharing music and dancing the night away, I suppose that would be okay. Still, I dream of your lips on mine, and I fear I can't wake without feeling your touch. Every love song you cue up, I wonder if you know what you've done, what thoughts you've prompted. I await your next text, our next visit, when we might kiss, when we might touch, and I hope that someday I'll get to taste you. I've only got 2 more, y'all. The next 2 are I feel like they're a little shorter. But this next one is 7/19/26, so one more recent. It's called Pick Me. What does it feel like to be chosen, I mean? None of my exes chose me. It was always another girl or alcohol or their friends. Always something more important than me, more important than my feelings, more important than us. And dating has been pretty awful this time around. I try to look at the fun experiences I've had, but the limerence makes it hard. Hard not to overconnect. Hard when I continue my track record of never being chosen. Hard when you're all I think about. Maybe someday I'll know what it's like. Maybe someday I'll be treated like all the other girls you tell me about. Maybe someday. Because I really feel like people love to do this thing where they're like, I'm going to tell you about all these like really super cute romantic things I've done for someone else, and I'll never do them for you because they hurt me so badly. So I could never do them for another person. And I'm like, why am I being punished for something your ex did? Weird behavior, you know? Anyway, next one's called Nothing Personal. And it's just kind of like an oldie. It's a mix of like a few different poems that like weren't really jiving that I kind of blended into this guy. I ache for a love I will never find, the brush of a feeling that does not exist, an intensity that resides within my soul that I search for aimlessly in another. My sadness isn't personal, not for you, just for me. I chase the ever-fleeting high of being surrounded by love. And I wrote that one while living with a partner who wasn't like, are you good? But yeah, I guess that's kind of it. Dating's been rough. Figured we could all connect with that. No, thanks, y'all. Appreciate it. And like, honestly, I like love my friends for showing up. I'm gonna cry when I get home about this because I'm just so thankful for people who came to support me. I love you guys, thank you.
Oh shit, dating sounds very spooky and I'm bad at friendship. Man, I gotta say, Satyrn, like, I love you as a poet, but like, have you thought about stand-up? Like, there were a lot of really like clever little, that was, I hate to find so much pleasure in somebody else's like emotional agony. That was really enjoyable, thanks. Next up on the Openest Mic is a wonderful gentleman who came all the way from like pretty high up in New Hampshire. He's an organizer of another mic about which I forget the details. I'm not a details girl. And he's going to tell you about it. And yeah, Tucker Sampson, come on up. Guys, give it up for Tucker.
Satyrn, thank you. That was great. I run a show on Wednesday nights in Manchester, New Hampshire at the Hop Knot. 8 o'clock-ish we get started. Poetry, comedy, anything live, really. I'd love to have you come out if you're in the area. That's every Wednesday night. I haven't read this one before yet, and I've been revising it, so I want to see how I do get through it. It's called Electric Adrenaline. 1, is my body being charged? I'm on this side of the road, the right side of the road. Can you feel the juice flowing back in? 2, or are we just people that are too afraid of looking into the future, so we look too deep into the past, and then we realize we're all just really large birds with our heads in the sand? Maybe we can grow up and become hydra-headed nymphomaniacs and the limp wrists of a gun culture that has mostly a self-checkout mind. Oh no, you're going to need those clay pigeons to knock down someone else's cum shot. A whisper of kilometers that says, hey, we come here enough. We're entitled to something else. Part 3. It's arterial spray of moments, feelings that are forced into, oh no, I have to go out and find this big healthy verb. Oh fuck no, I really don't want to check this for spelling or balance a checkbook. Things are just lined up appropriately, like a piece of granite chiseled into a rock in a small independent library, a catechism of sunshine and partial sky that's so nervous by all these people growing and moving here, the dips from sugar trucks that make us so marvelous, the ball games of our childhood that wind up later breaking our bones into many pieces. What is that? 4 or 5 bones that I can feel now? That's how I know they exist. Can I feel them slowly cracking? I don't know. Yet there's got to be 30 bones in the human legs. 4. And I know that dropping my keys in a day like this is a challenge to the multitudes and a homophobic president. The keys just signal word for running away from xenophobia out into a place where I'll just have a nice little walk, a series of buttermilk nights that make us wonder who's smart enough to take in the flags or leave them out, because if you're speaking in platitudes, you're trying to sound good. If you're trying to sound bad, then you're looking for a quick answer that's probably artificial. A stormtrooper of a Western mind that's in love with what someone else would call Near East oil. Part 5. We spent a lot of time climbing up out of boats and still realize that down the street at the farmer's market, body butter is still half off. Hydroponic berries picked from memories of a colonial sky, a trope of nothing, and I guess we got to learn to play other instruments, because how many years has it been since the electricity went off? I don't really have anything more to prove of myself. Justice, just trying to get big enough hole, split in my skull to get the air in. Deviated septum. Yes, the bills may mount up, but there's a story of everyone here that sounds like a threat to some people, but those are the people that refer to top 40 hits as orgies. Do you really like what they're doing with your movement? Do you really like to know what somebody else is afraid of? It's the tunneling chance of downloading what you want and speaking into a microphone, and microphone speaking back for a central hive mind that microdoses itself before it becomes completely elite. Can you feel the juice flowing back in? And then the lights just don't come back on. Do we have time for one more?
Guys, we have time for Tucker to do one more, right?
Cool shirt.
Thank you. This is called Uncharted Territories. The places I've gone before and come back to, driving north and exit 12 north, the city I've probably lived in for probably a decade. The sounds of the road, the feelings push out of that, and the music and the reverberations, the meeting of a due time, like a digital hug, a channel of concentration and memory, pushing back history into biography or autobiography, the double-edged sword of a walking and thinking animal, the heated building, the understanding of a group of animals and how a group of people are a group of animals and how they interact and react, the challenge of certain days of the week, the pushing forward, the sharing it and the making of writing and art, the growing and growing up, being that time when you learn to walk upright, or maybe you've always been a bird, and maybe you're lying, or maybe you're learning how to get up and fly out of the nest. Maybe you want to learn to find something somewhere quiet to sit. Maybe I just want to find somewhere quiet to sit and sleep, a place I can go back to that will help me in my comfort see greater things in places I've seen before. Uncharted territory, land seems unfiltered or filtered in a way I don't understand. The chemical reactions of my body reacting and producing sweat through pores, the energy that processes the pushing and pushing out, and it can even be measured as a clock, like it were a watch, like it were a sound that fits a tapestry of a life that's centered on the surface with billions of others, seeing the same people I've seen for days and years and decades, meeting with people, meeting with friends, meeting people again and not realizing it, remembering the old times and some of those people becoming lovers, learning more about them and then knowing more about them, then growing apart, breaking, falling apart, and then they're standing in different seasons, and we're standing in different seasons, and we've been standing in different seasons. The lover is gone now. I know the sun has set eventually, a tapestry on the rhythm of it is a life of heartbeats. Let us unfold. Yes, let us unfold. Thank you.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, guys, one more time for Tucker. Back when I was a young girl, I used to take mushrooms and listen to Alan Watts over ambient beats. It was great. It was really nice. And Tucker, I want to listen to Tucker's long form poetry with the fattest beat behind it. Anyway, that was so nice. Whew. All right, before their starts come out, I'm gonna give them a moment to coagulate into a form. I just wanted to do a poem real quick because my buddy Kevin reminded me that it's America's birthday and I love that bitch. And unfortunately, I do love that bitch. And I did a workshop with the Fitchburg Historical Society about America and liking it. This poem is called Declaring. The indefinable moment when I and you become we, the spirit moved us, carried us, led us, and will sustain us. Maybe. Blood beats through us, not unified through heritage yet, but when my pulse jumps at the gaze of a stranger, our children will tell theirs about foreign shores they have never seen, saved from tyranny by hope. How optimistic we still sound, when we consider these truths self-evident, as though separate yet equal can exist, as though struggle leads to generosity, as though your experience doesn't vary based on your education, your melanin, your willingness to fight and to keep fighting long after you. It behooves us to keep declaring our independence from tyranny, expand what the pursuit of happiness could be, respect any person living under our shared sky, cherishing the safety net we each have fallen into, permanence of protection unmoved by the whims of power, the undefinable moment when you and I became we. The spirit moves me, it leads me, it makes me want to be more and better for me and my neighbor. Thanks. And this is where I'm like, hey, remember when I was like, take your time with songs? I'm like, if you want to do like an hour, I don't give a fuck. Guys, give it up for Loose Threads. They're fucking incredible. I hope your phones are charged. So glad to hear. Yes, make yourselves at home and comfortable.
Hold on, can someone?
It doesn't fit in there.
It doesn't fit in there? Okay.
Take it. We'll make it work. We still have this one. Yeah, it should be loud enough.
I can probably manage with one mic. That's probably fine, yeah. Yeah, it's all right. How do we sound? We sound okay? Can you hear all of us? Awesome. Great. Yay! Hello, everyone. We are Loose Threads. Hi! We've been here a couple times. Our last time here was in May. Yes, it was in May. We are back.
And we're continuing our streak of last time it was 2 performances to 2 rehearsals. Now it's our 3rd performance and only 3 rehearsals.
We've had 4, I think. Did we? I think we had 1.
We try our best.
We've done our best.
Scheduling.
Hey, yes. But we have a few songs for you tonight. The first song that we're doing is one we did last time, but last time we pulled it out last minute because we needed a 3rd song, and
this time we rehearsed it.
This time we've actually rehearsed it. So hopefully we get a more polished version of it tonight. This is Wildflowers.
Arrangement.
Yes.
Some
enjoyed it too.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes, we gotta do the instrument swap.
Yes, this is where we rehearse one of the bits that we intend to come up later. Many of us happen to play the same instruments, so we are going to do a bit of a switcheroo. You get that, you get that.
No one look at that.
Exactly. See, it's fine.
It's gone.
Nobody needs to see that. It's okay. It's like that I'm in tune.
Fine. You're in tune? Perfect. Okay. This next song is a folk song from, I think it was written in like the 70s. It's called Queen of Argyle by the band Silly Wizard. Does someone know it?
No, I like the sound of it. He is a very silly wizard, for the record.
So, enjoy. Here it goes.
Gentlemen, it is our duty to inform you of one beauty. Though I ask of you a favor, not to seek her for a while. Though I own she is a creature of character and feature. No words convey the picture of the Queen of all Argyle. And if you could have seen her there, boys, if you had just been there, the swan was in her movements and the morning in her smile. All the roses in the garden, they bow and ask her pardon, for not one can match the beauty of the Queen of all Argyle. On the evening that I mentioned, I passed with light intention through a part of our dear country known for beauty and for style. In a place of noble makers, of scholars and great drinkers, for both the love or splendor shone the Queen of all Argyle. And if you could have seen her there, boys, if you had just been there, the swan was in her movements and the morning in her smile. All the roses in the garden, they bow and ask her pardon, for not one could match the beauty of the Queen of all Argyle.
My lads, I needs must leave you. My intention's not to grieve you, nor indeed would I deceive you. Oh, I'll see you in a while. I must find some way to gain her, to court her and detain her. I feel my heart's in danger from the Queen of all Argyle. And if you could have seen her there, boys, if you had just been there, the swan was in her movements and the morning in her smile. All the roses in the garden, they bow and ask her pardon, for not one could match the beauty of the Queen of all Argyle. And if you could have seen her there, boys, if you had just been there, the swan was in her movements and the marble in her smile. All the roses in the garden, they bow and ask her pardon, for not one could match the beauty of the Queen of all Argyle.
This last one is not our. Usually we do family-friendly stuff. This one is a little saucy.
A little saucy. A little bit saucy. This is an original song that I wrote. So, fun fact about us, we all used to be in a different band together, which we are no longer a part of. We are now just a band together of the three of us. That band sang exclusively saucy and dirty songs. This song was written while we were in that band for that band. The version we're singing tonight is how I originally wrote it. It was not really the way it was tweaked for the other band. It was tweaked for the other band so it would work for them a little better. But we're doing the original version now for us because it works for us. Yes. This is dirty music. Yes.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
You all have heard the story that's told across the land, to never trust a man with an instrument in hand. A troubadour is trouble, of bards you must beware, and if you meet a minstrel, for your virtue have a care. 'Twould seem from this that music has led these men astray. They get their reputation from the instruments they play. But those are not the instruments behind this lusty fame. The pipes and drums are innocent, the music's not to blame. So tell me what's to blame? Hey ho, the instruments are innocent. Taradiddle day, there are many kinds of instruments to beat and pluck and blow, and none of them are dirty, as all musicians know.
The pipe's a touch subject, they're sensitive and shy. Still no other instrument can hit a note so high. Put your lips around the shaft if those heights are what you seek. And if you blow it hard enough, you might just make them shriek.
But if you like it loud or prefer a brassy tone, a horn's the one for you. For example, a trombone. Their voices slide all o'er the scale, and everybody knows the lower that you take 'em, the longer your bone grows.
So tell me what's to blame? Hey ho, the instruments are innocent. Taradiddle day, there are many kinds of instruments to beat and pluck and blow, and none of them are dirty, as all musicians know.
To play a drum's a challenge meant only for the brave. They need a steady master to get them to behave. Bang 'em slow and steady, or bang 'em rough and quick. Just keep on pounding hard with your hand or with your stick.
Now instruments with strings are difficult as well. Their necks all smooth and slender, their bodies curve and swell. But however tight you wind them up to get them to the brink, the strings won't make a sound if they have the slightest kink. So
tell me what's to blame? Hey ho, the instruments are innocent. Taradiddle day, there are many kinds of instruments to beat and pluck and blow, and none of them are dirty, as all musicians know.
no matter what you choose, you must learn to tune it right. For strings and frets, make sure you've got the pegs all screwed in tight. Oil up your horn so you can pull out or push in,
And your drum skin should be smooth and taut around the rim.
Once you got it tuned, you have to learn to play. How to finger, how to tongue, you'll be at it night and day. Alone or with a friend, or even two or three. To start your education, the keys to find the D. So tell me what's to blame? Hey ho, the instruments are innocent. Taradiddle day, there are many kinds of instruments to beat and pluck and blow, and none of them are dirty. No, none of them are dirty. None of them are dirty, as all musicians know. Thank you so much. That's all we got. We have been loose threads. Yay!
It's like, what do you even say? Like, that was obviously great as fuck. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, like, after, I'll have to, like, post, like, social media shit, or I'll be, like, trying to, like, talk to people about these events, and they're like, oh, can you tell me about it? And I'm like, genuinely no. Like, too many things, and, you know, the ADHD is so real. But, guys, Loose Threads show what it's like to actually, like, collaborate and just, like, have a good time, and I just can't stress enough, like, we're all friends, right? So just, like, let people know if you like what they do, if you want to, like, do stuff with them. Like, this is just, like, unreal. That was so nice, guys. Even one more time, even. Guys, give it up for Loose Threads. Oh, that was so nice. Oh, gosh. All right. Real quick, friendly reminder. We do have this space for like a little bit more time. We did have another feature that was supposed to come in from Boston, couldn't for unrelated reasons. Then the train that she was supposed to take in, my friend Carolyn was on that train, and it had like a issue or some shit where it broke down, and they had to like be via bus or something, and it like just went by. So like I totally believe in divine timing, and I'm so glad that Latina Bohemian was not on that fucking train trying to get here tonight. So let's give it up for divine timing and not having her on second feature tonight. So what I'm getting at is you just got like balls deep in inspiration for like an hour and a half. So if you'd like to say something or do something, the Openest Mic is the Openest Mic. So you can just like say whatever. We've had people like rant, we've had people talk. I think I see a gentleman in the audience. I think I see the gentleman in the audience. Guys, give it up for Derek Craig, please. Hello, take your mic.
Hi, everybody. Hey.
I'm gonna hang out with you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, hang out with me so I don't get nervous.
Oh yeah, I know, you're so shy.
Sweating
You
up
talk,
here.
I'm just gonna take a selfie.
All right, so hey y'all, just wanted to, hopefully I smiled at the right time. Okay, so I just wanted to, welcome back to the Openest Mic here at Canvas by Coff33 Corp. Very excited for you all to be here. Took the summer off, but not really. Not really. Anyways, I just wanted to invite you all to River City Rhythm and Rock Festival tomorrow. It's happening tomorrow at Riverfront Park, right outside in our backyard. It's from 2 to 10 p.m. It's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be fantastic. I should run down. We're gonna have like, let's see. You might know like John Gerard. He's gonna be there. Let's see, Trouble with Parachutes, Merrick Henry, Jake Dawes, The Anomalies. Damn. Who else? Feed the Evolutionist, AV8, Jazzy Lineman, Bone Crushing Dogs.
No, I'll just annoy them.
Yeah, exactly. Q-Ferb, Joe Grizzly. We have a headliner coming in, SD Knack. He's from Lynn. So you should look up. You should, get familiar or not get familiar. There's a whole playlist available on our website. You can do a whole lot of things. coffeecorp.org/RCRRF. You can learn more information, find out, what's going on, et cetera, et cetera. Thank you to all the people who support us, all the hands that go into this, all the many, many volunteers, the ideas, the brain children, y'all, everyone who shows up. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Coff33 Corp, on behalf of Coff33 Corp, thank y'all. We hope to see you tomorrow at Riverfront Park. Y'all just thinking about this, year one, Riverfront Ripples, we was out here trying to activate the park for real.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Me and you and Carolyn and Fred and my husband trying to put up that
a
fucking
tent.
That was insane. You're like, let's get some 70-year-olds out and get this tent built. And we did, but nobody died, I guess. So
Nobody died.
No,
Here we are.
I was thinking about that too. Sometimes blah, 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 shout out real quick, Navy stewards, blah, blah, blah. I don't have a ton of biological family, but sometimes when I'm hanging out with the Navy stewards, it's like the most close to family. Sometimes when I'm hanging out with the New View stewards, it's like hanging out with family, which you think I would be like, because it's so great. It's because it's like family. And it keeps it really fun. Yeah, oh, look at you. I was listening to anyway. But yeah.
Spill the tea on the mic, spill the tea on the
It's just really nice to have people that actually are like in it for the right reasons, and one of those reasons is like fun. It's just like nice to be around people who like genuinely want others to succeed, and I can't stress enough, openest doesn't mean best. So if you'd like to just get up on the mic and fucking rant, I've made a whole career of it. I'm gonna do a little palate cleanser real quick, and then we're gonna close with one of my personal favorite local poets on the list. Real quick, this is called Quitting Quitting. Burglarized phrases mostly remembered from your backseat, from bent over the hood, smiling at the audacity of a past self, a brazen advocate for hedonism. Windows are rolled down, but it's still too hot to catch our breath. The kind of shadow that only falls under a streetlight, making your face unknowable, adding mystery to the comfort, gilding ecstasy with terror like they're not paints on the same palette. The familiarity of your voice, but it's a language I didn't know you spoke. Now it's kind of all I want to fall asleep to. Slurred, but the intention is pretty distinct. I quit smoking before you offered me a light, but I'm gonna quit quitting for now. And yeah, so like, sometimes you just have to like wander the streets of downtown Fitchburg, and like talk about how heavy the hills are, you know, like the angle at which you have to walk to see a hill, walk up a hill in downtown Fitchburg. And sometimes you're doing that with like a beautiful friend of yours, and you just happen to look up, and they're two of the cutest raccoons you've ever seen in your life. This happened to me less than 24 hours ago with Sarah Beth Wheeler. Come on up, girlfriend.
Can I use that one?
Yeah.
Hi, how's everybody doing? Yay! How's the party in the back? Can we hear you? Party in the back. Okay, party over there at the bar. Come on, party. There you go. All right, thank you so much. My name is Sarah Beth Wheeler, and I'm really grateful to be here. I'm going to share some poetry with you. Are you guys okay if I share a new one? Awesome, awesome. So this is called These Meds. AM packed meds, palm open, shot back. Coffee steers the train, and I'm sitting waiting to not feel the pain. And to gather my head, they said, this will get you through. And I believe them because I don't want to go back to my symptoms. On a mission from God, lost track, 12 hours they couldn't find me. Bolo on mom, midday meds, unpacked, palm open, thrown back. Time to live again between these hours that go so fast. I never go slow, it's all thickly packed. Pushed in, still believing, showing up, because I'm more than any label that only exists as contract cables. Old-fashioned fables now follow. Bedtime meds swallowed, reminding me again of the battle even in well times in my head. Realizing that what I have is really an extension until it happens again. These meds. Thank you so much. So I don't know if any of the ladies in the room, and maybe the guys too, have you ever felt pressure socially to just smile and play along and get through things? Well, Laura and I, thank you. Someone said, yeah, real loud. I appreciate that. Laura and I decided to challenge each other to write a poem about forced cordiality. And so this is what I came up with, and it's called Smile. I hope you enjoy it. She said smile, he said smile, they said smile. I'm not a follower, not my style. I always buck up when the herd thrusts, a Mustang's drive. It took me 3 days to say please for a banana. I was 3 years old with a whole wild soul to hoe. Children are better seen and not heard, she said to me. Quiet, he yelled at me. Nothing happened, you are crazy. Know your manners, be polite, they said. Lie after lie, they told me to lie. I had to while dying inside. Mister, I see what's in your eyes. If I want a bad distraction, I'll go sit in traffic. No one wants to hear the truth, they just want pretty lies. Well, I stopped dressing up for other people's expectations. I ceased pretending I don't mind when I do. I unlearned the indoctrination of bother no one. I clipped the choking corset of forced cordiality, and I know I look good, and no, I don't owe you a thing. I stopped identifying hard with what other people think. I look good in my soul, leaving daily room to grow, I do. And now I only smile if I really fucking want to. Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here. Being up here is like the happiest part of my life. I'm just so happy and honored to be here and share my art with you because art is medicine. You know, art is rebellion and it is medicine, and this is what we do to heal each other. And when I'm here listening to everybody, I'm just feeling the art, and I'm seeing the talent and the bravery, and I'm a part of it with you. I want you to know that. I loose threads, man. You guys are like, I wanted an encore. I didn't want to hear myself. I wanted to hear you guys more. Just so you know that. And so the last poem I'm gonna read, oh, hearts to you guys too. Keep rocking that, you're amazing. Okay, and this is called Lullaby for Life, a parting poem. I figured I'd soften it down because I hit you pretty hard. May you be soaked in joy, washed in love, stroked by compassion, soothed by peace, rocked by mercy, delighted by faith, renewed by grace. May you be caressed by empathy, tucked in by appreciation, tickled by inspiration, wooed by wonder, massaged by delight, engaged to your dreams, committed to your desires, and married to the life that you were born to be living.
Damn. Oh my God. Sarah Beth, thank you so much. Sometimes I feel, we were talking about this too, like artists as oracles and stuff, and when you start like talking a lot about like stepping into a better life, even if it's like not a thing like, oh, manifest, it's like if you're going to suffer anyway, isn't it better to just like believe tomorrow's gonna be better, you know? Like if you're fucked regardless, isn't it better to like feel good? So thank you so much, Sarah Beth. Guys, give it up for Sarah Beth. So, it is 7:41. The thing about having an amazing crowd, we were talking about this earlier too, is that like the crowd is as important as any performer. You have to have people that give a shit. You have to have people that have never seen some of the things. You know, you have to like get that conversation going. I think as an artist, it makes you a stronger artist. As a performer, it makes you more dynamic. And as a person, it just makes you like more whole. But unfortunately, goddamn introverts don't sign up for mics. So, we're just gonna like vibe in the space for a while. If somebody does want to talk about something that they have in their heart, if somebody has an event that they have coming up, if somebody has a whatever the hell, my name is Laura, just come tap my shoulder, we can make that happen. But yeah, just enjoy the space. Thank you so much for being here. We stream on YouTube, so you can see this. If you played, feel free to like do whatever you need with that. Our next event is next Thursday at the Fitchburg Art Museum. I'm not going to tell you who it's going to be. You're going to have to actually engage with our social media or ask somebody else here or come to the show. It's Thursday. It's 5:45 to 6:45. It's good. It's always a really good time. And then the next, I'll tell you guys secrets. I like to give secrets. Secrets. So the next full Mooniest Mic, assuming, of course, no circumstances, we're going to have Christine Dutton, who is a poet from Western Mass. And if you were from Pittsfield right now, you'd be like, what the fuck? It's good. She's so good and so talented and such like a kind and compassionate and intelligent woman. And then we also have Lloyd Legacy Sharp from Boston. Yeah, exactly. Lloyd is like the funniest person and the coolest guy, and he and I are spiritual twins because we are both bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls, so it's easier to believe with one of us. So yeah, I would love to see you guys at more events. I would love to go to your events. I don't know about your events unless you tell me about them, unless you post them in the group. That's why social media is a conversation. I'm a yapper. Please, I don't want to anymore. Love you guys.
You can hear that twice